Alan, Swasti, Vanakam. This is Ken from therack.co. In this video, we'll be unboxing and having our first impressions of the newest collection of the Notorious Lift, which is the Sumo Sole Gen 4, with the new arrival limited edition colorway, the Bushido V2 in gold and red. Therack.co is a strength stuff depot, and we specialize in awesome strength training equipment, whether for home gyms or commercial facilities. We carry also a lot of lifting gear and apparel. Therack.co is the authorized distributor and retailer of Notorious Lift in the Philippines. If you're interested to be updated with the new stuff on stock, the promos and deals on offer, tutorials, and more videos of unboxing, reviews, and first impressions, like this video, subscribe, and turn on that notification on this youtube.com/therack.co.ph channel. You may also connect with us through Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at therack.co.ph. You may also join our newsletter at bit.ly/therack.co.ph-newsletter to get updates straight to your email. Notorious Lift is one of therack.co's exclusive brands, with their long line of lifting footwear that develop trust from the athletes at the highest level and a showcase of commitment in delivering exceptional performance and quality while being, I think, incredibly affordable. Since the brand's establishment in 2019, their goal has always been to create the best minimalist footwear that enhances training experience and helps in achieving powerlifting goals. So when I say minimalist, in the more former years of their development, they were actually called slippers. Now, as they've been developing from one model to the next, iterations after iterations, I believe they really are transitioning to more minimalist shoes, really. Now, according to plenty of reviews online, Notorious Lift has become quite the staple, not only for the powerlifting and general strength training community, but also for streetwear fashionistas. The range of eye-catching colorways and designs helped in making a bold statement both in the gym and at the platform and even on the streets. And what we have here for you now is the latest collection for the Notorious Lift, the Sumo Sole Gen 4 or SSG4 collection, with its newest limited colorway release, which is the Bushido Gold right here. So yeah, great that on the box, externally it has the model name and also the size, and the colorway of the red also under the Bushido V2. And Bushido V2 because previously I believe they've already released this in the SSG3 under the Bushido line, or maybe one of those Notorious Lifters colorways. Here's the red box. The SSG4 model is said to be perfectly crafted for supreme comfort, control, and seamless connection to the ground. With enhanced foot support, an improved fit, and superior traction, this new generation of Sumo Sole Gen offers supposedly unparalleled powerlifting performance in a lightweight, ultra-thin package. It comes again in two colorways. I have here the gold and the red, but I have also managed to pick up here some of these staple colors that we have. Staple meaning they will regularly be inventorized in therack.co. And we have it here in Stealth, which is generally an overall black with light gray letterings. And the Bliss White right here will be the all-white model. Later on, I will also be showing one of the limited colorways. And when we say limited colorways, it means that once the first batch of limited edition colorways are out, they will not be restocked. So anytime that these new colorways come out, it would be best for you to grab them while you are interested in them. Okay, that's enough glazing on, and let's actually see these boxes or these items, these shoes, these Sumo Sole Gen 4s inside these boxes. Right now, let's start on, I'm going to be starting with the gold colorway right here. So again, great labeling right here makes for easier inspection as you take a look at, whenever you have a store here, it's always nice when you can see on the onset, the colorway, the model, and also the size. When you open up this box is very nice. These boxes started coming out with the Radix on the initial models of the Notorious Lifters and also the earlier Sumo Sole Gens. They did just come in a plastic bag, but now they have definitely improved in their packaging. So this box is definitely a box worth gifting for people who are just enamored with powerlifting. This is a great gift for them. I have no idea what this wavy thing at the back right here. They also obviously come with this light parchment paper right here. So I am opening that up. This parchment paper has those neat Notorious Lift logo right there. So opening that up, I have here, yes, the newest colorway for the Notorious Lift Sumo Sole Gen 4, which is the Bushido V2 in gold. First, looking at the color, it's not particularly gold. I think it's more a sandy color. I don't know which exact SBD collection that was, but it looks very much into that vibe, that sandy Middle East vibe right there. So moving this aside, I'm going to be putting it right on my left, right here. And I'll be taking in the other colorway, which is the red. So for me, I am more inclined to wearing red than I am inclined to wearing the gold version. So again, opening this box up, great box, parchment paper, opening the red version. That's great. Yeah, I love this better. I just love red colorways way better. But then again, to each is his own. Here you have, yep, this is the Samurai. And I think the last time I saw this very similar design was probably maybe in the Notorious Lift when they started Notorious Lifters Gen 2, I believe. So this is with the Bushido, the Dragon, and I forgot what that last look was, but yep, looks very mean. Bushido samurai box mask right there, and the samurai swords on the right, and also the inner lining right here. So moving this box out just so I can put more focus on these shoes. Yeah. So while I have these limited edition colorways, the Bushido gold and red, I'm just gonna open up also the staple colors here, which is the Stealth. Opening that up right there and getting the Stealth. Also the right shoe, and let me get the white one, the Bliss White. So here, taking off the Bliss White, I have it here. Also the right shoe on the very right. Okay, so just a few discussions on the Sumo Sole Gen 4s. First off, one of the things that I probably recognized at first glance is that these straps right here, I actually have the Radix and I'm using that. And these would mostly be more likened to the Sumo Sole Gen 3 and also a mix of the NLG2X or the Notorious Lifters. I would say that the SSG4 would probably the most evolved, or it's going to be the evolved version of the Notorious Lifters. If you are anyway interested more in slippers rather than in shoes, this is definitely the newest model that will fit right into what you want. Here, obviously, we have the dual straps from Notorious Lift. And if you do want quite a tight fit on the mid section of your feet, you are going to be wanting these rather than the Radix. So nothing really of detail to talk about here. Oh, I guess the buckles right here, I believe, are in steel, so that will not get destroyed pretty quick. So Velcro attachment right there. The mesh on top, I feel like they are pretty consistent with all of the models, even for the printed ones. So these staples, they do have the same mesh. I figured that I've just noticed in some of the models that they have with the Sumo Sole Gen 3 in particular, the staple colors would come in a different top, while the printed versions or the limited colorways will have a different top. And I believe for those printed versions, the top would feel more like a slipper. And in constant use, I would imagine that the ones on the limited colorways with the prints would most likely have the probability of stretching out. These are exactly the same models. I think obviously these were just colored. The insides definitely look great. They are in so if you had the red colorway, you have it in red here. And here, if you have the gold version, you have that same colorway right inside. Looking from the inside, okay, taking these, yeah, these are definitely great to shape that shoe even when not in use. So I would say you just keep on using these. So inside, there is no insole. So just letting you guys know, if you receive this shoe, there will be no insole. It's consistent with the red and the Bliss White and the Stealth version right there. I would say that yes, obviously these shoes are in wide toe box. For me, I love wearing wide toe box shoes. I actually cannot bear wearing normal athletic wear anymore. It does tend to, I just recently got my shoes for plyometrics, and I can't bear how regular the shape of the toes right here. These are definitely wider. For people with narrower feet, I would think that you may have an issue with having your feet moving inside. So the thing is, you do have to get the right size. Based on the Notorious Lift guidelines, get these shoes on the true to your size. Nothing up, nothing down. If you are in between, do get the size above. Yeah, pretty awesome. Also, a few things to take note here, I think, would be, if I am not mistaken, I guess the shape right here I feel is pretty wide. I think that it would fit better than, I would say, like a Sumo Sole Gen 3. What I figured with the Sumo Sole Gen 3 is that it seems that Sumo Sole Gen 3 is quite narrow on the opening. On the mid part of the shoe, they do tend to be narrow and then wide here. I think this feels like a little bit more consistent. Wide on the toe box and also wide in the middle and wide on the heel. So this is something that I feel, for me, I think my feet are a little bit more flat foot, and I love that it is more consistent with the SSG4. Another thing to take note of is obviously the sole right here, the outsole. This is what Notorious Lift mentions as their Novus 2.0 grip tech. So I have the Radix with the Novus 1.0 grip tech, and they are absolutely fantastic. They are grippier. They are the grippiest shoes I've ever worn. From rubber shoes to running shoes and to plyometric shoes, they are the best. I love wearing them. And I cannot imagine this would be less of a grippy thing. So I would not be wanting to wear this in a hotel with marbled flooring, and you're gonna squeak through that entire floor. Yes, so this is something that when you want grippy, these are definitely the shoes. What other details do I have right here? On the sides, definitely a wider support here for your sumo deadlifts. Also on the inner side, you also have this wider rubber support right there. On the heels as well, yeah, on the back and on the sides of the heels as well, they will provide great support for for minimizing lateral movement when doing sumo deadlifts. So with this new Sumo Sole Gen 4 collection, who would I recommend it to? I would recommend this to people who would just be using this on the gym floor or on a competition platform. I wouldn't exactly buy these if I wanted to wear them on the streets. These are probably would have the thinnest soles of all of the footwear collection of Notorious Lift. And for me, what bothers me most about wearing minimalist shoes is the longer I walk, the issue would be really the comfort on the heels. I've been wearing a lot of minimalist shoes for quite some time, and you would definitely feel your heels right here after walking on them for a long time. So yeah, I would say just keep them on the gym, keep them on when you're doing squats, deadlifts, and lifting generally in the gym. But I would not take this for walking. I would rather do the Radix, which I've had, and I love those shoes. Not only wearing them when I am lifting, but also when having to walk between 2 to 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers maybe max. I wouldn't necessarily bring them on a travel abroad. Yes, so with all of that said, these Sumo Sole Gen 4s from Notorious Lift would sit perfectly at our racks here, where we are looking to put these shoes to work inside the halls of our Buat basement, the Rack.co's showroom / by appointment strength training studio / store right at the heart of Metro Manila. Hopefully, we see these shoes in action when you go for your training sessions. So, I leave these questions up for you. What other footwear do you think are essential in strength training and conditioning? Do you have like models? What do you guys think of the other models? What do you think of the other brands? Are there other things that you think you would like to wear better than lifting footwear in your training sessions? So if you would have your thoughts, please share them below in the comment section. The Rack.co is a strength stop depot, and we specialize in awesome strength training equipment, whether for home gyms or commercial facilities. We also have lifting gear and apparel. The Rack.co is the authorized distributor and retailer of Notorious Lift in the Philippines. So again, if you're interested to be updated with the new stuff on stock, the promos and deals on offer, tutorials, and more videos of unboxing reviews and first impressions, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on that notification on this youtube.com/therack.co.ph channel. You may also connect with us through Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at therack.co.ph, or you may also join our newsletter at bit.ly/therack.co.ph-newsletter to get updates straight to your email. This is Ken, and thank you for watching this unboxing and this first impressions of the Notorious Lift Sumo Sole Gen 4 or SSG4, and with its newest releases, the Bushido V2 collections in the limited edition colorways gold, and also the red right here, which I think I will be getting.